Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. This is an issue. I'd like to thank the honourable member for bringing this to our attention, because this is an issue which is very important to me. Vocational education and training is an issue which is very important to me, as is tertiary education, university education. Now, I don't know how many people in this place have done a trade or been TAFE educated and been university educated, but I'm one of them. And I can say without a shadow of a doubt that those members opposite might, this might make all sense to them when I say this, but I think that I am who I am because of my vocational education and training background as a carpenter and joiner. One of the problems that we have in my view, in Australia, is that ever since around about the years of the Gillard government, when it was all young people were told that they need to go to university. You need to go to university if you want to be someone. That has had a very lasting impact on people. It is very true. All those young people who didn't go to university still today, because they're now having their own children, and this concept of if my son or daughter is going to be someone, they need to go to university and get a law degree or an economics degree or an accounting degree or a business degree. We're facing a situation where many young people now feel that they have to go to university, whereas what we need to do, in my view, is encourage young people that if they want a qualification as a tradesperson, they can contribute to society just as well as someone who goes to university. Indeed, and on that we will agree, that coming from a trade background, well, I'll tell you why in a moment. If you just shush, you might listen something. You might learn something. The problem with trades is that I can't be taught. No. The problem with doing a trade is that out of a 4-year apprenticeship, Mr Deputy Speaker, an employer will really only get about 1 year of productiveness out of that employee, out of that apprentice. Now, the reality is, and I can speak for this because I've been through it, your first year apprentice, next to useless. Second year apprentice, getting better but still not earning the boss any money. By the third year, the apprentice is starting to do well and is able to earn his or her keep. By the fourth year, the apprentice has become so expensive you can actually employ a subcontractor for less. So out of a 4-year apprenticeship, yeah, look, what have you been to? Are you a tradesperson? Yep, you're a tradesperson. So out of a 4-year apprenticeship, you'll get 1 fruitful year economically out of that apprentice. So what we on this side of the fence have done is we are introducing a new policy where the government will provide very significant subsidies. The government will provide subsidies of up to 75% for some apprentices of their wage. In their second year, 50%. In their third year, 25%. We understand on this side of the fence that we've got to ensure that we fill that skill shortage, because if we don't fill this skill shortage, we're going to have to import tradespeople from overseas. Now, that would be an absolute disgrace if we have to go down that route. We've got to encourage young people. We've got to give them a sense of pride in their work, and there is absolutely nothing wrong. In fact, it is a matter of pride to be able to be a skilled tradesperson. You'll earn more money as a plumber or an electrician, by and large, if you work for yourself than you will if you get a business degree. So young people, go and get an apprenticeship and earn yourself some decent money and start your own businesses.
Question is the motion.